Oh no. Is the sound permanent now? Hello? Ah! I can't hear anyone. Hello? Alright, we're gonna play the game like this. As I was about to say, the only weapon that kills that guy is the Clash Blaster. Only way to figure that out is to cycle. Everything I say is based on my own opinions and experience. I'm not speaking for the public, and my feedback should be treated as such. You are watching Nico Evaluates. With 25 years of experience on Mega Man games, 7 years of doing the No Miss Buster Only challenge, and countless Snupster Races, as well as being the QA tester for Mega Man Unlimited, I'm here to tell you my honest opinion on different Mega Man games, so sit tight and learn. Hello people and welcome back to setting up our controls. Getting used to it now after the game is almost done, so good going me. Time to go to Dr. Wily, and that's exactly what the skulls mean on the save screen here. It's how many Wily levels you have down. Let's make a test. So let's press start first and then move to some other boss and see if that selects that boss or Wily. No, it's a... What? Isn't that the most ugliest fucking Dr. Wily castle you've ever seen? That is hideous. I'm sorry, but that is just garbage. Like, Mega Man 5's castle is better than that. We have typical Mega Man 2 Wily 1 here. And I thought I was sick of this music already, which I am. First things first, the placements here not the best. When you try to battle the Hammer Cho, the bunny is gonna come and now they are stacked up and you have to deal with both of them, unless you do the typical Quint thing, which is just jump over everything. And that's a thing you can do, and probably the thing you should do. But we have to think about all of the players who play this game. Not everyone has the speedrun capabilities and they want to go slower, so... And I didn't talk about these ups and downs yet. I think they're a bit too easy. All you have to do is just go near like this, and they are gone. I would make them reappear in the old-fashioned style, because now they don't reappear, they just come up and go down and that's it. You'll never see them again, unless you scroll them back. Oh, look at the bunny committing suicide, I wanna see that again. Bam! And look at that. He still tries to get you as well. You're going down with me, you shit nuggets. That's cool. Nobody's ever gonna see that, nobody's gonna go back like me. But these ups and downs are way too... Look at the speed of that hammer, holy hell. It's probably almost the original speed, but I've never seen a Hammer Cho with this much space, so that's why it looks off. But it's probably correct. But the ups and downs, they could be a lot harder, in my opinion. They are a bit too easy. Let's try the Metal Catcher. Whoa! Alright. Are we gonna catch whatever power-up this guy leaves? If he's even gonna die. Way to make the Metal Blade alternative a piece of shit. Holy hell! Oh, there we go. And there we go. Mega Man Rock Force style. As you already know my take on that weapon. Where would you ever need it? Unless there's like a placement for it. Like if you deliberately made a spot for an like an E-tank or something you can pick up with that weapon only, then kinda makes sense, but just to make a weapon around that principle is not the best design in my opinion. And the PPs, they don't drop as many co-PPs as they used to in the original ones, but that's okay. Who's gonna count the amount of co-PPs the PPs drop anyway? And they don't come back, apparently. So they only appear once and that's it. I think there should be like one more co-PP, who cares? You dickbag. Can we avoid this? Nope. Are we gonna take damage if we are in this form? Not sure. Oh, okay, I see. And that is why I fucking hate Sakugarne. That is the most piece of shit design I've ever seen. Granted, it is not your fault, Ace Spark. You did what you thought was good enough. And by that, what I mean is that you wanted to keep the original design, but it just doesn't work out, as you can see. You make a little single mistake with it, and you're done. And now you make me use it. Like, now is where I can seriously fucking call this game out on using this item. Because now you make me use it, now you don't give me an option anymore. And it's such a piece of shit item that just makes me vomit. So if you're making Quint 2 now, I'd advise looking how you could improve that design. That is just not good. So remember when I was complaining that the Glash Blaster kills walls or destroys walls? So does the Heart Knuckle. So well done. After all, well done. Funny how oh, can we do what I just said we could do? No, because we can't aim this. So there's no weapon we could get this E-Tank with. Magnet Missile? So we had to know that E-Tank was there. That was our only option to grab it. So we had to literally know that was there. Because now we can't get it anymore. Kind of punishing. This guy reminds me of the Bionic Commando robot. Not sure if that's what you're going after, but it's a fun design. Not sure why one of them is a bullet, but I guess there's a story behind it. And the as you can see, the respawning is unforgiving. If you scroll just a little bit back, they come back. It's like Ninja Gaiden tier. And I want to show you something. Look at these spikes. You go through the spikes, but you still die on them if you lose your iframes. So I don't know if you go through every spike in the game like that, because I haven't tried. But if we see any more spikes, I'll test it out. It's not gonna make that much of a difference, but here you can see the gravity resets again when you fall down. Kind of a weird twitch as you go down here. The green is not my favorite color here, it kind of looks empty, there's no background. I understand that we are deep underground, we are in deep sea right now, so that's why it's black, but green on black just doesn't work out that well. Like, especially for the boss room, I would have hoped to see some graphics in the background, but there's nothing. And we have our devil, which is okay, but I'd rather see a better form where he would use his body blocks as usual. Right now he's not much of a devil, he's just kind of a random boss with a devil form, if you know what I mean. He's not your typical yellow devil. It's not bad, by any means, it's just kind of clumsy, because he's such a big target that you have to be in exact spots and know exactly when to jump to avoid his attacks. And again, that's not a bad thing, it just means you have to learn it. But right here, you have to know that you have to be on the left side, otherwise you'll just get clipped by him. Try to shoot him at the same time he's throwing these bubbles is pretty difficult. I mean, if you're using the Buster, you're gonna have a bad time with this boss. Luckily there's an answer, and the answer is Needle Crusher. Again. Which is good, because there you can see how little room you have. But you can just like, he doesn't... his iframes are like 0.2 seconds, so you can easily just kill him with this weapon if you can hit him with it. As a whole, not bad. I would have probably used his body parts more, rather than just do a little circular motion with it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this boss, and how you would improve this. I'm curious. So not bad with the Buster if you know what to do, and if you just spam him, it's not bad. But it lacks some creativity there, for sure. And the background, the room just looks empty. The room looks like it's not alive. So we are underground in a cave of sorts. That's what it seems like. Again, the blue devil there, really not bad, but it just felt like something was missing. Probably the body parts. There was some room for improvement, but unfortunately I can't think of a way to make it better right now. This stage has ice physics and it's full of blue. Everything is blue. Like everything. Even the enemies are blue. You know what would have made this look much better? If the background was grey, or any other color pretty much, except blue or red. That would have made this stage look a lot better. But when everything is blue, this is really hurting my eyes. I'm playing this on a 2K resolution with a 27-inch monitor, and looking at this, holy hell does it hurt my eyes. It's just so blue. Luckily there's no tutorial boxes here, so you just have to know what to do. At first, on that screen, I didn't know that the magnet is gonna continue over the little gap, so I kept dying like 5 times, because I thought it's gonna collide with the wall, but it doesn't. So, some kinda... I would have made the upper section there not have the wall in it, so it would go through it, and that would make more sense. Because I thought you have to jump right as it's about to hit the wall, but it doesn't. It's actually gonna carry you over. Somehow I made it. And that is the problem with it. You should never punish your player base if they did the right thing. Like here, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to do it like this, but when you do it like that, you're gonna get hit by this motherfucker. So, even though you're making it successfully, you're still getting punished. Like, look at that. Like, the game is still saying fuck you for making that. You can barely make that. You can, as you can see, but it's so... The first time you do this, you're gonna get hit by that enemy. So don't make the player do the right thing and then punish them for no reason. Don't have that enemy come up so fast. Because what that does is like, okay, I did what I was supposed to, but I still got punished. So that's one thing I don't like in game design. Don't punish the player for the right choices. I like how you've kept with the Mega Man 2 style here. Even though Mega Man 2 is not one of my favorite games. It's one of my least favorites. The Wily levels are so dull. But luckily, like, I would argue that this game has better Wily stages than Mega Man 2. I'm not even kidding, the Wily stages in Mega Man 2 are awful. They are just garbage. And if you're wondering why this is not where I'm talking about them, I will not use my time evaluating someone's game talking about Mega Man 2, so go watch my Mega Man 2 versus Mega Man 4 video. It is quite recent and you'll find it easily. Let's leave the Mega Man 2 Wily level arguments out of this one, and let's concentrate on this game. I don't want to see any comments about that. So again, this design is back. And the timing sometimes is a bit weird, even though it seems like you're gonna make it. Then this little notch here will be on the right side and you'll get hit as you go down here. But other than that, that's pretty well designed. A small adjustment to that would have been cool, because if you're dashing there, you will get hit by the last spike. And here it's almost impossible with the Buster, unless you time it perfectly. Well, it's not almost impossible, it's inconvenient, let me put it that way, but we do have weapons, so why not use them? And these are the Wily levels, so we are expected to use weapons. There you can see the effect, what happens. You get punished by doing the right thing. You can of course do it like this. Like, you could argue, yes, you can do some things that... I do mention sometimes that you can only do things a certain way. But what I mean by that is that you can do them most easily that way. So you can do this section like this, of course. You can do it like that. And then you don't get punished. But who's gonna do that? Who is gonna do this? Instead of just doing this? Like 1 out of 100 people is gonna go about this section like this. That is a fact. Everyone else will do it like this. You know that. And if that one guy is gonna do this, then he's deserved not to get punished, right? But still, that doesn't mean the design is not bad. If 1 people out of 100 can do it, that doesn't mean the design is good. it means that the design has a certain expectation to it, how you're supposed to do it. And then if somebody doesn't do it like it's supposed to be done, that doesn't mean the design is good. Or bad, for that matter. So just something to think about when you give feedback. Somebody pointed out that you can do... oh, suddenly you don't hit your head. Look at this. Suddenly you don't hit your head. So it's possible to make it happen, and now I just question why you didn't. It's like somebody pointed out that you can jump over Top Man in the middle of the room when he's going fast left and right. Sure, just try that. Try to learn that. It's gonna take you a while to do that, and you're gonna have to do very short jumps. That's not feasible. That's not what you should be doing. That's not the intended design. If it's harder, at least that's my opinion. So if it is possible, it doesn't mean that the design is good. It doesn't mean that the design was well done. Just because something is possible doesn't mean that it's good and well designed. Just let that sink in for a moment. And really think about what that means. Not every possible design is good. Just because one guy can do it. Just because you can no-miss Dark Wood doesn't mean that the fight is well designed. A very good example of that. Like here, when I was talking about earlier the magnet going through the wall, like here it doesn't. So inconsistency on those enemies is what's gonna fuck you over. So either make them always ignore the walls or never ignore the walls. Otherwise it's gonna create confusion about how you should be doing things. Really like this section though here. Really like these levels a lot more than the original ones from Mega Man 2, that is for sure, that is for sure. This is what Mega Man 2 Wily levels should have been, like honestly. In the original they were like 5 seconds long. Kill a couple of enemies and you're at the boss. But here it's an actual stage, with an actual stage length. Not hard to do that. It's just that the creators of Mega Man 2 were fucking slacking at the end. There's nothing more to it. They were fucking slackers. I don't like mazes like this. You're going through small pillars of stage. It's not fun. It's not something you want to do in a Mega Man game. Go through small sections like this. It diminishes the design of the stage and makes it look like a kid did it. Like go through small pipes like this. Like this and the previous room just look off. It's not well designed. You should never guide the player through small crevices like this. It limits the enemy types you can put there and limits your movement. And that is not good. Of course, again, very adorable design. But this is kind of like a bullet hell. There's not much you can... I think that's the Frostman's power? Name's escaping me now. But... not bad of a boss. Beats any Mega Man 2 wide level boss, that's for sure. And there's a fun detail as well. If you hit this boss enough, it will lose its fangs. But the thing that you always get hit by is that snowball. That's the thing you get hit by. But if you're here, it actually completely denies it. So if you can guide the snowball here, it doesn't hit the ground, and thus there's one thing less to worry about. So I kinda like that idea, that there's some leeway to it. So if you just keep staying here, it's a lot easier. If you can do that. It's not too hard. So there's a pattern, although again it's limiting you to the left side of the screen if you wanna do it like this. But you don't have to. You can also be on the right side, if for some reason you want to. And there are weaknesses to this boss as well. If you wanna find them out, I suggest you to play this game. It's pretty good. Not gonna show it here. Not bad. I actually like this guy more than the devil. Not sure why the shadow is still there, even with him dead. I just don't want to look at this castle. Oh boy. Good Wily music. Of course, this is not an original, but you know what I mean. So if you go to the left side here, there's only an E-tank. There's nothing more to it. So that is just for an E-tank. Classic two-way bullshit. Let's test leaf shield. That sound is awful. No. That tears my ears apart. Well, they are already apart, you know what I mean. Don't like that sound. It's probably the original one as well, but I never used Leaf Shield in Mega Man 2 because it gets used 2 times in the entire game. Can't make this jump because I'm a dumbass. Look, I forgot about that thing again. How easily can I forget about that jump? That is ridiculous. Oh well, I didn't need a tutorial screen just to remind me of that. That would actually be better than the fucking tutorial screen on the magnet section. Have a tutorial screen, every other screen that you can do a jump after you drop down a ledge. Uh-oh. We have some familiar enemy types here again, which is a classic decision. Recycling enemies on the Wily stage is pretty common. Just have to watch for a moment and decide when to go. All in all, very good design there. I'm just unsure. Oh, if you use the Clash Blaster, you can insta-kill this boss. So what is dumb about this boss is that you can't use any other weapon than the Clash Blaster. And the only way to figure out... Uh-oh, we got a sustained sound. It's still there. Still there. Oh god. Oh no. Is the sound permanent now? Hello? Ah! I can't hear anyone. Hello? Alright, we're gonna play the game like this. As I was about to say, the only weapon that kills that guy is the Clash Blaster. Only way to figure that out is to cycle weapons through. And that's how you find out. Oh Jesus, this noise is gonna kill me. So there's not much to comment about in this stage, it's just a recycling of enemies. And if you somehow run out of every weapon, that spot is gonna kill you. And you have to stop and farm. But the spikes are coming, so good luck with that. You're just gonna have to pretty much game over at that point. Or just kill yourself and go back to the beginning there. So you're just essentially being chased by spikes. But you can hop on that guy's back and just be done with it. Just to show you that you can skip enemies. And you're not sure... Nice, the noise is gone. And you're not sure at that point if the spikes are still coming. When you battle the mini-boss, you would think that the little spike wall is still chasing you, and you have to kill the mini-boss fast. But in fact, it is not. So that is something I would have improved. So you can pretty much do this. If you wanna skip that dog. I love the fact that you can shoot 3 times in the air. Just a basic thing to do. You can't group up shots as much as you... Like, you can't group up shots that efficiently here, it looks like. Pretty well, though. Might also be my thumb today. So this guy just used the needle crusher. 3 hits and it's dead. So we have a little mini-boss revisit here. Very short stage, otherwise. This boss is actually quite tricky. You have to learn this, there's no other way. That is one of his attacks, then he comes down, and then he launches these rockets out in the air, and that's his pattern. So one way to dodge these bullets is to Trigger your dash on and off. That's how you deal with it. Do it like this. That's how I deal with it anyway. I can just watch out for the rockets and just keep doing that. Not bad. I actually kind of like this boss. Not sure why sometimes when the rockets like fall on you, they don't hurt you for some reason. So I think that's a bug. I have to scratch my nose. Pretty fun boss. But I would think air shooter would be the weakness. But I don't think it is. Oh, that works as well. So I like how most weapons they do some damage. So you really have a selection of weapons you can use for your advantage. Not a bad stage, kind of short. The mini bosses were rich in that stage, but nothing else I could comment on. Let's make sure that the energy balancer works. Yep, it seems to. Have to figure that out at some point. So let's go through the bosses here. Magnet Man, what a fucking bitch. I do like it. It's one of the best designs, I think. So let's kill him with his weakness so we don't have to battle him for like 10 hours. I still haven't learned him. There's no reason for me to try and learn him right now. It's just a waste of my time. It's not bad when you have his weakness. It's quite enjoyable. But trying Magnet Man with the Buster... let's just rate the bosses again. Magnet Man, I'd actually give him an 8 out of 10. It's a fun fight. Crash Man, I can't even remember you. Oh right, the little bomb thing you do. Clash Man, because the research was done, and because of his one new attack, I'd say Clash Man is about a 7. If the pattern didn't work on him, he'd be like, I don't know, like a 4. But since the pattern works, I'd really give him a 7. What is his weakness? Leaf shield? Oops. Fucking garbage! It's not hard knuckle. It's air shooter probably. Yep, of course it's air shooter, why wouldn't it be? So that's, yeah, I'd give him a 7. Top Man. No. Top Man gets a 2 from me. So let's actually try how hard it is to do the little jumps in the middle of the screen. You have to, you have to dodge the little, you have to dodge the tops as well, so I don't see how the fuck you would literally need to learn it. And I'm not sure why there's like these empty blocks here. Why not just make it flush? But if someone said that they've done this with short hops in the middle, then they've done this while avoiding those tops. Wow, that is ridiculous. That doesn't make it good. This doesn't make it a good design. No. It's just... You can do it, but... Why would you? Why would you do this? It's... yeah, why would you do that? No fucking way. And again, these respawn, so that doesn't... Like, it's a good idea to have these here. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna feel 2 weapons when I'm, like, done. But if they all... like, if these always come back when you die, you can just farm this area. It's kind of cheating. So I would not make them respawn after you die. So let's just kill Top Man. My least favorite boss in the game, no doubt. Like, why would you not jump on the corner? You could argue that I'm getting hit here as well, but it's just because I don't dash away from him, because I'm trying to explain it. There's no better way than that, at least for to my knowledge. Oh! Yep, 2 out of 10. I'm not even sure why I'm giving it a 2. Hard Man is probably the most catering to the original one. What is his weakness? I don't think we had it when we battled him. Let's see what it could be. Okay, it's the middle catcher. I think the iframes are a lot shorter in this game than any other Mega Man game. Like, you can continuously hit them fast. Hardman, because he was... I'd give him like a 7 as well. Yeah, 7 is pretty good. Airman, because of the hitbox issue, really not a fan of this boss for that reason. If the hitboxes were fixed, this would be a lot better. I wonder if the PP is gonna come as well. Yep, there it is. Why am I trying to... Yeah, that's one. So let's take the dead. It is probably the leaf shield, but I just want to see if another weapon could do something to him. Let's see how easy it is to dodge these things. But I like the fact that you can duck. So that gives some points back. I'm actually giving Airman an 8. He would get a 9 if the hitboxes were good. He would actually get a 9. But again, I don't like in Mega Man 2 how the weakness of Airman is the leaf shield. Because what it really does is that you have to wait here and just spam him like this. Look at how broken the leaf shield is. It's just horrible. It is very bad. Yeah, I'd give him an 8. Regardless of the leaf shield being a bad weapon, because that's what it was in the original, and we really can't fault you for that. Maybe you could have oh, he's not in the ice version anymore? Maybe you could have improved the leaf shield and that way make the fight better. Maybe. I really like Woodman though. It's the leaves coming down, that's improved. It's not as hard as it was in Mega Man 2, so I like that. Like, you don't have to jump in a precise spot for you to go through them. And I like his new attack, which is the leaf shield on the ground. So really, I'd give Woodman an 8. And research was also done, you can shoot through his shield and stuff like that. So, very good. Look at that fight, really enjoyable. Yep, Woodman's an 8. Needleman, one of my favorites actually. What is his weakness? Spinning tops? There we go. So finally we have a use for these things. Kinda hard to hit him, but that's the intention. That's actually fun. Needleman actually... Yeah, I think he also gets an 8 from me. I'm not going as far as 9 for that. But very decent boss, as you can see from the scoring. Hello, Metal Man. I don't like the way he passes out when you go close. I would prefer him to do that slower. Although, look at this. Huh. So can you do a pattern like this? Nope, it's not reliable, because he still doesn't attack. With his weakness, he becomes one of the easiest bosses in the game. Metal Man, some creativity there, but I'd give him a 6. Maybe even a 5. 5 or a 6. So we get an energy field, that's nice. This is a ridiculous jump for no reason. Alright, you can do this. God, I'm stupid. I can't remember that for the life of me. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll do it your way. Motherfucker. So if you're not familiar, this is how it was in the Game Boy game. Oh shit. Oh, suddenly. I like this. This is hilarious. Of course it's hard knuckle, one of the hardest things to hit him with it. Luckily you can steer it like in the original as well. I forgot to mention that about hard knuckle, so it's well done. Ah, shit! Let's just use the E-tank. I do like this fight. It's so bad it's good. If you know what I mean. It caters to the original and it's fun. Kind of surprising actually. I didn't expect this. God, shit. Quint, you beautiful bastard. It's not Quint, it's Break, man. Oh! Baby! That's good design, that's good weakness. Because he traps on his head, literally. That's good. There we go. Get this castle out of my fucking sight. Nice job, you made it as ugly as the original stages. That's a cool design. Really like this, like, look at that design. That is scary as fuck, actually. Pretty cool, and you can do it easily with the Buster. Not too bad. Pretty good design. Love it. Not sure why his shoulders have energy pellets in them. Here he comes. Oh! I was expecting that you could land on the platform there, but apparently you can't. So this is a pretty hard form if you don't have any E-tanks, as we don't here. And you get hit by actually his face as well. That is unexpected. It's kind of difficult, because you're not expecting that you take damage from his face. I'm not sure why. Does he come down enough? Oh, he does, okay. So that's how you can also kill him, which is good. Luckily they don't make you do 3 forms without an E-tank, that would be pretty crazy. Again, you can save the game. Very forgiving, the ending here. It's very forgiving. That also makes the game a lot easier. Now this I like, that's a cool design. Not all the angles are completely correct, but it looks good enough. Is that my actual... That is my actual time. Nice touch. So the same kind of deal they did in Mega Man 2.5D with Time Man. The clock is actually right. That's a bit camouflaged, don't you think? And the placement again is a bit strange, but you're supposed to use your weapons, I guess. Which we don't have. Flash Blaster? There we go. Just run through that one. Placement's not that good here at the beginning. And that's up and down, easily seen again, it's never gonna come back. So they're not my favorites. So there's a bit too much color here. I wasn't sure if I can land on this block or not. So it's a bit crowded here. The background is quite strange. It's from that one painting with the melted clocks. Not sure what the theme of time is here. I didn't realize this guy throws Mega Kyros out of his belly. That's pretty funny. Like, you use the same designs, but they do different things here, and that throws you off. But that's kind of the idea in this whole stage, so... Not criticizing you for that, that's pretty good. Like, here is when it actually works out. Doing different designs for old enemies. This is probably the only stage I've ever seen where it actually works out. Can we finally see the Metal Catcher in action? There we go. Not sure how you would avoid these, because they don't work like they should. That's again a bit of a weird design. You're not gonna know when the ice picks are gonna appear and where. Oh, and these explode. Actually, that was actually what I was expecting, these to explode, because they're flashing. So that makes sense. And again, I thought you land on this little ball, but it's in the background, so some of the colors in this stage are not up to par. Very confusing designs in this stage. Oh, Monkey is firing bullets. It all just comes down to the fact that you're trying to go through this fast, because there are so many enemies everywhere. You just, by gut, you try to speedrun this. Because you don't want to deal with this. So the stage kind of destroys itself. You don't wanna stick and see what's gonna happen. You just wanna go past everything, unless they are in the way like this. Like, the enemies are so different that you don't wanna stay there and see what they're gonna do. You'd rather run. So I did some mini research, and I think this is an original design, but it kinda looks like one of the designs from the Game Boy games. So I'm not sure if it's an exact copy. I think it's not. There we go. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. But what does it matter? So let's... Oh my god, I hard locked the game on Wily. So the pattern here is pretty easy once you figure it out. At first it looks kinda hard, but it's not too bad. I kinda like it. All of these forms are pretty different from what you're used to. If you haven't played the Game Boy games, that is. Last form resembles quite a lot of other Wilys from other games. Some of these attacks are ridiculously difficult to avoid. You can use the Clash Blaster as well. Even though it's flashing this much, I don't have a real problem with it. Even though I'm sensitive to flashing lights and whatnot. Could have a warning on it, to be honest. It's a bit flashy. But no, it's not too bad. If I can deal with this, most people can. Problem is that when you have yo-yos on the screen, or tops on the screen, you can't fire anymore until they're gone. Well, it's not a problem, it's typical. Oh no! All in all, a pretty good balance in using the different weapons in the entire game. Just the leaf shield is ignored once again, pretty much. It's so useless. Shame that that was put into the game when it does nothing. Unless I'm completely missing its point. But the design is same than in Mega Man 2, so that alone. Just die, Wily! No, you're forgetting the rules of robotics. See if I care. That is Quint's Revenge. Very short game. I would have loved this to be a longer game. But maybe Quint's 2 is longer. Quint's 2 is in the works right now. So if you enjoyed this series, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy, leave a dislike. All in all, not a bad game. Just very short, and some of the weapons could have been improved, and as well as some of the bosses. But this game didn't have any huge problems. It's just it's okay at everything it does. It is just fine. It's not tremendously good, and it's not bad either. It's definitely, if you're looking for fan games to play, it's definitely worth it. You'll definitely enjoy this game. I enjoyed it. Even with my criticism, I very much enjoyed the game. And I urge you to play it as well. Next up is gonna be Mega Man X Street Fighter, and oh boy, I have a lot more to say about that game. Hope you enjoyed.